G'day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the latest hyperdimensional co-op to come into the game. So basically we have a brand new hyperdimensional co-op against the Piccolo Power Awakening, which appears to be a pretty interesting hyperdimensional co-op. Obviously, the type effective units will always be the brand new ones, but there's some pretty good rewards that you can get from this hyperdimensional co-op. One of them being Panenko Medals, which a lot of players are going to be utilizing for their to get the 1,000 chrono crystals, to get some Legends Limited power, to get some really great rewards. So the Panenko Medals are obviously very important. They only drop or guaranteed drop as a limited time reward from the advanced difficulty. There's also a very nice platinum equip that drops for Piccolo. And of course you have a chance for Panenka Medals to drop from each and every single run of the hyperdimensional co-op. So we're going to look at the advanced difficulty as we always do. Obviously there is the chance for Panenka Medals as a limited time reward, but there's also this Piccolo platinum equipment, which is a pretty nice equip. It gives them some pretty cool boosts, which I think is going to be relatively helpful, and I think overall it's actually a really decent equip to pick up. So especially since the Piccolo is going to be a movie heroes orientated Piccolo, that means you're going to basically want to try and get this equip because it's going to synergize well with his Saga from the Movies team, which I think will be pretty helpful for a lot of players, at least in general. So yeah, generally speaking, it's all pretty nice stuff. I think for the most part, in terms of units that you can use, here are the event exclusive Hybrid Saiyans units. I'm obviously going to be using the green Teen Gohan, and yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know. So this is a traditional hyperdimensional co-op, so the same standard strategies apply here. So you can very easily do the same premise that you've always had. Hopefully people have the Hybrid Saiyans. There are some challenges for completing the event with Hybrid Saiyans, or with the regeneration units as well, which is generally speaking the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. So yeah, obviously that's kind of your options in terms of completing these missions, I guess, with the highest units. You can also use Perfect Cell for the regen, although he doesn't have type advantage. So most people will just leave the fight because, that's how people like to work it, essentially in terms of, Legends. Basically, they see you not rocking the absolute best unit, and so they decide that they're really just not going to run with you, which I think is a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shambles, but at the end of the day it is also one of those things. So yeah, for me it is definitely something that I think a lot of people can kind of see in terms of understanding hyperdimensional co-op. It's not always about typing, it's more about the battle bonus. So hopefully you will get there. Obviously the tips and tricks for hyperdimensional co-op remain the same. You're going to want to hit your Rising Rush at the exact same time when you take out the shield. So you see we took out the blue shield, we're now both going to Rising Rush at the same time. Generally give your ally a bit of a gap so they can also do it with you. Not directly after they've done a move or something, because it's quite difficult to time it, especially with latency. So generally speaking, try and accept that and move on with that, and you should be pretty good to go. In terms of kind of the overall sensation of hyperdimensional co-op, it should be very easy. So it's not really something that's too difficult. Obviously, if you mistime your Rising Rushes, you can make it very difficult for yourself. But just get rid of the blue shield and then Rising Rush with your ally. Even if you Rising Rush separately, it's still better. Never Rising Rush when the blue shield is up. You're just going to give yourself a huge headache and a lot of pain. So please try and work around that as best you can. it's really, really important. So hopefully you guys can get around it. But yeah, generally speaking, that's always the best way to go. And that's pretty much it. So that's the Hyperdimensional Co-op against Piccolo Power Awakening. That was the advanced difficulty. So obviously, yeah, I think overall that's always going to be the best. And then you can kind of see where things go from there. But yeah, that's basically what I would consider being the best procedure to go about it. Again, just to highlight that there are the Panenka Medals that you can get and some great rewards, but you can also get some pretty good rewards from Hyperdimensional Co-op as well. So please make sure that you keep that in mind, and then you should be good to go. But yeah, from my side, that's everything you need to know. I hope it helps you guys out. I hope you have a decent time working with everything and factoring everything in. And yeah, just remember that there are some missions that you can also consider doing as well with the Hyperdimensional Co-op. So hopefully it all comes together and you manage to get those Panenka Medals and get yourself your hands on top of those chrono crystals, and hopefully that helps you guys out in getting your hands on Gohan, which obviously a lot of people are super duper keen about. But yeah, there's the Hyperdimensional Co-op missions as well, which will give you 200 chrono crystals, so there's a lot of value in these. But yeah, that is pretty much it for me. See you and bye.